welcome to the final round of the 2019 Formula Offroad Championship. We're going to go over it's the fifth round held in Akureyri, capital of the north in Iceland. It's the second race held in Akureyri this year, and Þormar dominated the first race in Akureyri. Now this is the championship decider. Two drivers go head to head. Þormar Pálsson leads Haukur Viðar. Here we can see the standings beforehand. Þormar with a 4-point lead on Haukur Viðar. They were the only two that had that chance of the title.
Haukur, you really need a result here today to take the title.
Yes.
Nothing else but first place.
Yes, that's my plan today, to take the first place.
And the conditions are very different compared to last time. It's been raining a lot.
Yeah, I think it's steep the hills, much track, and I think it's the tire. You get much speed if you floor it, so you have to be easy, careful.
Yeah.
When we went to interview Þormar, this side greeted us. Something was obviously wrong and the team hurried to the pit.
Þór, eitthvað að?
Það ekki nýtró.
Og ætlið að redda þig núna? Fyrsta brautin byrjuð?
Það kemur ljós.
Hversu mikið hægir það á þér að vera ekki með nýtró?
Það bara breytir öll aksturslægi.
Já.
Þannig að það bara alltaf öðru í sín.
Og gripið er hérna mjög mikið, þannig að þú þarft á afli að halda?
Já, klárlega.
Vonandi náðu að laga þetta?
Þakka þér fyrir.
Scary start for Þór. Only time will tell if they managed to fix the nitro system. Fortunately, Þór was quite far back in the running order in the first track. Now let's look at the action. Here's Ólafur Ingjaldsson driving the bomb. This is his second ever race. His brother Ásmundur usually drives the car, but loaned it to Ólafur for the last two races. We're doing a fine job here to begin with. There's a very steep side slope here. Oh, there he goes. Spoke too soon. And Ólafur picks up the first roll of the day. Now this is Geir Evert Grímsson driving the sledgehammer. He was sitting 20 points behind Þór, so he has no chance of the title. However, Geir won the first round of the season. Headline was in contention, but poor driving after that has not kept him in the lead. He's already got 140 penalty points here, and the next gate is only 100 points, so that's 0 points from the first track. Geir Evert's day off to a bad start. Here is Jón Vilberg Gunnarsson driving Lightfoot. He bought this car from Norway earlier this year, and Lightfoot is a multiple Norwegian championship winner. 80 penalty points there, skips it now, goes easily up the hill, goes for the final climb. This should be easy, but will he make it? Yes, he does. 350 for length, only 80 penalty points, so that's 270 points. A clever drive. It is Guðmundur Guðmundsson driving the banger. It's his rookie season, and he has shown glimpses of good performance, but not right now. 70 points. Thumbs up. Let's see it from inside. Thrown up in the air. Doesn't even try to reverse it, and inevitably ends up on the top. Here is Árni Svansson driving the Storm. He scored his first podium in the last race in Akranes. The Honda-powered Storm has been an interesting sight this season. He decides to take the lower route here. Nicely done to begin with here. Makes it cleanly through the gate and is going for the climb. There we go. Needs to get it. Fantastic for Aron, only 20 penalty points, and that means that Aron takes the lead. Here is Guðmundur Eliasson driving the Rodeo. He has been plagued with reliability issues all season long, and it was the same in Akureyri. He ended up in 14th place. Now the championship battle. The starting order is always random. In this race, Haukur would always start one place ahead of Þór. No penalties so far. 40 penalty points there for that marker. Gets it turned around. Haukur needs to be ahead of Þór and hope that someone comes between him and Þór. decides to take the lower route here. He wants full points. A lot of power, he's already quite far up. That's nicely done. Will he make it the whole way? Yes, he does. 350 for length, only 40 penalty points, so a good start for Haukur. Now the big question, has Thor Thormar's nitrous system been fixed? We should hear whether or not he's got the extra nitro boost when he floors it. Yep, that's nitro. And that's the car working at full speed. Maybe a little bit too much there. He got 40 penalty points on that marker, and now he needs to reverse. So that's another 40 penalty points. That means he's already behind Haukur. He needs a clean run to the end gate here. He knows these tracks better than anyone. A local boy. Oh, that was not what he intended. Went quite far down, but managed to get it. Tied it up here again. Going for that final gate. Needs to floor it now. Will go all the way. 270 points for Thor Thormar. So here we got the standings. Aron Ingi leads Haukur. Viðar Thor Thormar behind. Haukur needs another one between him and Thor Thormar if he wants to clinch the title. Now here we have track number 2. Ingólfur Brúðarason begins. He's been in the championship fight all season, but a bad race last time around in Akureyri, so his title chances slip away. Literally threw it away in the first track of the day. But well done so far. No penalties. Now a difficult left turn to go back up the final climb. A lot of smoke coming from Ingólfur's crowd. Now if a driver touches that red tape down there, he will be black flagged for going out of bounds. Nicely done here from Ingólfur, and now going for the final gate, needs to get it through. That's a good run from Ingólfur. Easy does it, and he makes it all the way without any penalty points. Now here's Páll Jónsson. He loaned his car to Óskar Björnsson. Óskar's first ever Formula Offroad race. And that's, well, wild driving for a rookie. He manages to stay inbound, but had to reverse to do so, so 40 penalty points. That car seems to be pretty light in the front, gets bounced up a lot, but manages to go the whole distance. It is Haukur Viðar, all eyes are on him, 20 penalty points there. Every penalty point can be costly when the title battle is this tight. Oh, nicely done from Haukur, no penalty points there. Will he manage to get it turned, or will he need to reverse? Should be able to spin it around, but if he floors it, he might just touch the red marker with his rear wheels, and that's not a good thing. Trouble. Okay, managed to get through. There are only 20 penalty points so far. Now Haukur going for the final climb. Guns it. Penalty points there. Did he miss the gate? Almost missed the gate, but gets it spinned into it. So that's 550 penalty points. 280 points for Haukur. Now 70 penalty points for Haukur means that Thor has a good chance of closing the gap. Let's see what he does. Safely through the first gate. No penalties so far. Now he wants to start turning left as soon as possible to stay clear of the red tape. Once he starts running back down here, tries to keep the car turned. No, he's gonna roll it here. And that could be the title gone for Thor Thormar, only 120 points. Now let's see the standings. Haukur Viðar leads, and as we can see, his name is bolded. That means that he will win the championship if it ends up like this. Thor Thormar is falling down. Let's hear from him.
Thor, varst þú að kasta frá þér titlið á náðan?
Það bara tvær brautir búnar.
Nóg eftir.
Nóg eftir. En klárlega að gefa allt og mikið fórskot og allt og margir á milli okkar.
And the time attack is next. Thor was pretty dominant in that earlier this summer. Can you match him today?
I hope so. I'm gonna try my best.
And then 3 demanding tracks after that?
Yes. And I go full throttle in that track, so we see. No backflip today.
Good luck.
Thank you.
In the time attack, Haukur had to settle for the third quickest time, and Thor Thormar faster than him, however only by 0.5 of a second, so the gap between them stayed almost the same after the time attack. However, Geirivert Grímsson is famous for always being very quick in the time attacks. He got the fastest time. Now let's see the standings after half the day. Thor Thormar has managed to pull up to 4th place, but Haukur Viðar still leads. 4th track of the day. This is Ingvar Jóhannesson driving the Viking, another newcomer. Ingvar's first race. The car was last seen in competition about 3 years ago, and well, that didn't go well. It is Skúli Kristjánsson driving Simba. He won the one-off World Championship event in Norway in May, and he was second in Akureyri, so Skúli definitely climbing the ranks. That was a great run until that point. He's gonna try to reverse, but it doesn't help him, so it's only 40 penalty points for reversing. Doesn't manage to do anything with it. Ólafur Ingjaldsson, his second roll of the day. Here is Aron Ingi Svansson driving the Storm. He lost his early lead in the second track. He was in 5th, however, this mistake saw him go way down the leaderboard. Now Haukur Viðar, 40 penalty points there, that's unnecessary. We've seen a lot of drivers make it through that gate already. Nicely done there from Haukur. He keeps on rolling, trying to find the grip here, gets thrown out of the main traction. However, he's found it now and he's gonna gun it. Will he get all the way up? Oh, gets thrown there again. It's gonna be tough for Haukur, but like Skúli, he made the mistake. Will he also reverse? Yes, he did, and that's more penalty points. That might be costly. This is a golden opportunity for Thor. Now he makes it through that first gate without penalties. So already caught up a bit on Haukur Viðar, but that is trouble. Instead of gaining almost 200 points, he loses 10 points. And Thor Thormar might be throwing it away. This is Gretar Óli Ingþórsson driving Katla. This is only Gretar's second ever race in Formula Offroad. The first one was back in 2015. And he is doing a fantastic job in Akureyri, and he actually leads his home race in only his second time out. Team Thor got this car from Guðbjörn Grímsson on Monday. Before the race, they spent the entire week putting a big block normally aspirated Ford engine in the car. So now it's Katla non-turbo. It's been called Katla Turbo, but it hasn't really been running. And a lot of troubles with this car, however, a beautiful build. Now let's see the standings. Gretar has pushed above Haukur Viðar, Ingólfur and Skúli Kristjáns behind Thor Thormar in 5th. It's looking very good for the rookie. Now let's look at the 5th track. This is Fjölnir Guðmundsson driving Eva. Fjölnir, being a medical doctor, decided to paint the car in the ambulance colors and get good support. Although that didn't stop him from rolling in the first hill. A local boy. Oh, that's not the way to do it. Now this is Númi Alabjörnsson driving the Contractor. It's been a difficult season for Númi. He has made some mistakes and has been having mechanical problems as well. This newly built car, an interesting piece of kit. Now he needs to explore it for that final gate. This hill has become famous for being almost impossible, and proved to be for Númi. However, it's these hills that can create memories and heroes and titles. Ingólfur, however, was sitting 3rd before this track. Didn't even try. It is Stefán Bjarkinsson driving Kaldi. Like Fjölnir, he's a local driver and only competed in the Akureyri races this summer. If you don't even try the final climb, you're never gonna win. And Stefán ended up in 9th. Now Haukur Viðar going for that final climb. He can really put the pressure on Thor by going all the way. Will he do it? Yes, he does. That's a fantastic drive from Haukur. Might just be sealing the title here. Only 10 penalty points. Now Thor must do the same. Haukur is pleased with that. Here is Þormar getting ready for that final climb. He needs to make it all the way if he wants to have any chance of winning the title, and he does get all the way. Yes, he does. Thor keeps the pressure on Haukur. Now this is Grétar Óli Ingþórsson. It's Katla non-turbo. Grétar first tested the car the night before the evening, and what does he do? No, he loses the lead right here. And now let's see the standings. Haukur Viðar moves into the lead ahead of Grétar. Thor Þormar third, and this means that Grétar has the fate of the championship in his hands. If he beats Haukur, then Thor becomes champion, and this is the 6th and final track. And here is Haukur Viðar. Is he throwing it away? He's rolled it. He's opened the door for Thor, and that's right at the beginning. That's only 90 points. Because he went first, he didn't see anyone else try it, and that climb was too steep, and that is a shocker for Haukur Viðar. Thor needs 300 points or more, so he needs to make it all the way with only 50 penalties or less. He takes no chances in the first climb and takes 40 penalty points on that marker. Continues up the hill. Another 40 penalty points gone, so he's no chance of going ahead of Haukur. And it's all gonna come down to Grétar, the local boy, the new boy. What will he do? Now, there he stalled the engine right before the final climb, so that's 10 penalty points for stopping. We'll go for the final gate. Nope, doesn't make it. 230 points for length, 190 penalty points, so 140 points total. This means that Grétar is the only one that can stop Haukur from winning the title. Grétar and Thor are teammates, so Thor could ask his friend for a favor and tell him not to drive the track. That way Thor would finish second. However, that's not what we do. We would have to wait for Grétar since he was last to tackle this demanding track. Ingólfur Guðvarðarson had a small chance of making it past Thor. He needs to make it all the way, but doesn't. Now this means that Grétar is still the only one that can change the fate of the championship. Guðmundur Guðmundsson driving the banger. The final climb was proving to be impossible, and no one's gone up it yet. Grétar would only need 180 points to go ahead of Haukur and give his teammate the title. A big rock was removed from the track at this point for safety reasons. That meant that the final climb got a bit easier. Jón Vilberg almost made it up. Now, the moment everyone had been waiting for. Grétar only needs 180 points. If he doesn't make it, that's 250. If there are no penalties, if he makes it to the final gate, that's 20 penalty points there. Thor Þormar said no to team tactics. He wanted Grétar to ride. He didn't want any bullshit. Now, what will he do here in the final gate? Will he make it the whole way up? He's got up there. That's fantastic. Grétar Óli Ingþórsson is actually winning the Akureyri Formula Offroad race, and that is also going to give his teammate and good friend the title. What a day for Grétar and Thor Þormar. He and the team had barely slept the whole week to prepare the car. What a performance. A local hero, and managed to grab the title for another local boy. Let's hear from Grétar.
Jæja, til hamingju með sigurinn.
Þakkaði fyrir.
Þetta er greinilega eina vita að flæga þessum túrbínum úr bílunum.
Já, það er ekkert að gera með þær.
Nei.
Það eru bara í vörubílum og jarðýtum.
Já. Og hvenær byrjuðu að vinna í þessum bíl fyrir þessa keppni?
þriðjudag.
Já. Og það er alveg nægur undirbúningur.
Ég hefði viljað hafa viku viðbútt, en
Það er greinlega, þetta dögð alveg.
það er bara út af liðinu sem er að hjálpa mér.
Og hvenær prófaðir bílinn fyrst fyrir keppni?
Við vorum að stilla hann á föstudagskvöldi,
Já.
gærkvöldi. Já,
Og hver var lykill að sigri í dag?
bara að keyra upp.
Já, þetta er ekki flókið, bara allt í botni og
Já, bara keyra upp brekkurnar.
til hamingju með sigurinn.
Okay.
A fantastic win for Gretar. Here we see the final standings. Gretar wins, Haukur Viðar second, Þór Þormar third, and Geir Evert, well, just a little bit behind. And the championship, as it ended, Þór Þormar wins by 2 points. Haukur Viðar can be quite unhappy with the way things went at the end. Geir Evert managed to seal third in the championship. A great result for Team Þór. A win in Akureyri and the second consecutive title for Þór Þormar Pálsson, our 2019 Unlimited Class champion. In the street legal class, 3 cars were entered and 2 of them were fighting for the championship. Óskar Jónsson driving the Wolf in his rookie season. He and his team have been building this car for 2 years, and Óskar won his first ever race in Hella. However, this mistake here meant that he had to settle for third place in Akureyri, and therefore settle for second place in the championship, which in your debut season is quite respectable. Ólafur Björnsson driving the Bachelor. Ólafur won his first ever race in Akureyri. He was driving well in Akureyri, but this roll in the last track meant that he ended up second in the race, third in the championship. And all the way it rolls. Now that meant that Steingrimur Bjarnason and the Smurf are the 2019 Street Legal Championship. He's been racing since 1990, always in the same car. He says he always enjoys racing his village Jeep. A win in Akureyri gave him the 2019 title, and it's his first title in 10 years. Now that wraps up Formula Offroad 2019 for us, and a big congratulations to our champions. We have not quite finished the Formula Offroad action. However, we will have a look at the Formula Offroad race in Skien in Norway, where the final round of the Nordic Championship is held. And Atli Jamil, an Icelandic competitor, is leading that championship. Also, we will bring you a Rally Reykjavik, the international rally held in every year in the capital region of Iceland. So loads of motorsport from Iceland coming up. Thanks and goodbye.
I haven't got a clue.